$14. Now it's at almost $100. And I doubled my Solana position at $19. Now it's at 94. It's up like 4.5, 5x, right? I bought it because I knew that Solana was the number 3 ecosystem in crypto, but the price was not reflecting it. It was a number 7 coin, but it was talked about as if it was the top 3 coin. So I knew that it was completely undervalued. Now Solana's number 5. It took over XRP, right? So one of the fundamental sectors is about mindshare. Everyone's talking about it, yet the price is not showing it. Another one was perception versus reality. Everyone hated it, but it was the only booming ecosystem that managed, and it survived complete death from FTX, right? So it's sticking around. So that's, using fundamental catalysts to be early and to make money. Now, the problem of being early and losing money is if you are an idiot who, let's say you bought Solana right here, and you sold it, let's say here, because you wanted to chase something else, right? Another coin looked good, so you sold this. You sold your winner to buy something that hadn't pumped yet, thinking, oh yeah, my other coin that hasn't gone up yet, is going to outperform. Let's imagine there was another coin that was doing this while Solana was, doing this. You sell here, you buy it here. The coin continues to do shit because it's a losing coin, and your winner takes off, so you lose money. Or another way you can be early and lose money is, let's say you bought Solana here at an objectively really great entry. You were trying to buy when it was, a fearful market. You see Rollbit pumping in August, right? August. You see Rollbit going ballistic in August. So you sell Solana here to go and chase Rollbit, right? Rollbit from the entry price goes up 2x, sorry, not even 2x, 60%. In the same time frame, Solana goes from 20 to 94. So you bought it early, but you sold it here trying to chase another coin that was pumping. That's how you also lose money as a early entrant who loses money, okay? So how do you navigate sector rotations? How are you going to do it, right? What's the approach to this crypto-specific price action? Well, you got two choices. You either ride the momentum with shorter time frame plays. So one of my friends, Mark, who gives alpha in my mastermind, he's a very big short time frame trader. So he was really big on just basically momentum trading, right? He waits for consolidation patterns like this. He buys the breakouts and then longs the retest, right? He waits for breakout, buys the retest, longs. Momentum trader. He makes tons of money. But I'm a mean reversion guy. I like longer term plays. So I buy Toshi at the bottom and I sell it towards the top, right? That's how I prefer to do things. So two different strategies, mean reversion and riding momentum. You got to decide what you prefer. Riding momentum, you identify trending sectors early or midway through. You enter on the breakout or the pullbacks. So let's say, we have consolidation like this. Breakout, retest. You can either buy it here or you buy it here, right? Ride the fastest horse. So let's say Bitcoin, let's do a little graphic. Why is this not getting deleted? Let's say Bitcoin dumps like this, and there's a coin that does this. When Bitcoin goes up 3% from here to here, the strong coin's going to go up 8% from here to here, or maybe more, right? It's going to look like up here, right? Because you want to be longing the fastest horse. You want to be basically riding momentum, right? Riding momentum. Mostly TA based. So it's all about technical analysis, and the trend is your friend. So you want to ride the trend, right? If the trend's up, you ride the trend. If the trend's down, you get out. Mean reversion is very different. So you got to go where the crowd isn't looking, where they will be in future. You want to buy fear and capitulation, sell when the sector gets, towards peak awareness, and it's mostly a fundamentals-based strategy, okay? I don't really use charts much, maybe a little bit, but it's mostly fundamentals. So an exemplar, like I put here, is Toshi. When I bought it, no one really knew about the thesis. I was explaining, and I always refer about Toshi. Again, this is because it's just the easiest example, right? It's the most recent one. It's most relevant to what we're talking about. So Toshi, back when I bought it, 2.5 million market cap, it was not talked about online. No one liked the coin. The community was sort of in shambles, right? Now, everyone's talking about meme coins, base, the face of base, all this bullshit, right? So I told people up here, don't buy. we'll get a retrace. We're getting a retrace now. I'm not really telling people to buy because I can't tell you to buy after it's up 25x in like 60 days. But I'm telling people, if we get a 80% dip, I really think that that's the time to buy. Like, you should be waiting for an extended retracement before considering entries. You need to wait for people to stop caring about meme coins, right? Right now, as of today, right, let's look at the chart. You can't buy this chart. If you're looking for a long-term position on a coin like this, you can't just fucking buy a chart that looks like this, right? Ideally, what I'd love to see, right, because I expect this to go much higher, is I'd love to see it, I don't know, maybe go here and then die. People forget about the coin, a new accumulation range, you reaccumulate here, wherever that reaccumulation range is, and then you ride it much, much higher. That's how you should be playing as a long-term investor, okay? So, biggest mistake is you think the flavor of the month coins on Twitter are the best holds going forward. We've already seen that this isn't the case. You buy Unibot because everyone's talking about it, right? Now you underperform. Let's look at Unibot. Remember, Unibot was the star of fucking crypto Twitter. So many people bought this and are now losing money, right? Look at it. Look how terrible the chart is, right? Imagine you bought Rollbit. Now you're underperforming the market. Think of all the other coins that are popular on Twitter right now and they're going to underperform. Let's look at Tau. Everyone was shilling Tau so fucking hard. I bet you this coin's dropped off. Let's have a look. Yeah, so everyone was shilling Tau here, and now it's obviously not gone down much, but it's beginning to go down. But anyway, you get the point. You want to be buying dips, right? If you're bullish on Tau, maybe even now's a better entry than buying it fucking on the breakout, right? If you're looking for a long-term position. So again, flavor of the month coin, you got to avoid. Sector rotations always happen. If you're in a particular sector, it's going to come back. It's going to perform. I think the key with sectors is you want to pick the best performers. The best performing sectors year after year have been layer ones and meme coins, right? This is why my portfolio is almost exclusively layer ones and meme coins, right? I have Toshi, I've got Solana, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, right? Infrastructure plays and meme coins. That's the two best plays for, I think, getting the highest returns. I think maybe there's some more, maybe GameFi picks up, but you know, you want to pick the fastest horse sectors in a bull run. And yeah, you want to avoid fucking chasing the hot sector if you're a long-term investor like me. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.